Aston Villa 2, Watford 1, Bournemouth 3, Brighton 1. West Ham United start tonight's game joint points with 19 placed. They are 17th, but equal points with 19. We've got the lineups for you, and I'm just going to go straight into them. Gonzo doesn't know them, so this will be a nice surprise for him. David Moyes has changed it. We've gone to 3 at the back. 3 at the back is back. Van Dijk continues in goal. The back 3 of Aaron Creswell, Ogbonna and Diop. And then he's got Snodgrass, Rice and Noble. You imagine as a centre midfielder type players. Zabaleta and Masuaku as the wing backs. Lanzini and Sebastian Allaire leading the attack. What do you make of that one, Gonzo?
It's no good. You say Diop is playing as well as Ogbonna and Creswell on the left?
Yes.
Of the 3. Yeah. Sorry, just getting a picture of it. Snodgrass, Noble, Rice. Okay, well, I mean, it seems quite clear, really. This seems to be his away formation, then. That seems to be what's happening here. I don't particularly disagree with that. Well, the premise of it, anyway, of having one formation for home and one for away. I do think you should tackle each particular challenge slightly differently. Zabaleta's the worry, isn't he? Of course, at right wing back there, maybe Snodgrass is going to be charged with pulling over as far right as he can as often as possible to try and help him out. That's all I can really imagine. Maybe Diop's extra mobility is what has also got him the job. I know he scored a goal clearly in the last game, but maybe Diop is just slightly more mobile to get over to that right side and almost become a right back. I'm sure he's thought it through. Doesn't fill you with confidence. I mean, where's Fornals as well, I guess? Is he on the bench, Jeff?
Yeah, he is indeed. Pablo Fornals is actually on the bench. This makes me nervous, Gonzo. This change of formations made me very nervous. Zabaleta right wing backs made me extra nervous, especially when you see the Leicester team. I had a quick glimpse at it to see who their left back was, because obviously he dropped Chilwell after a Southampton game and put Christian Fuchs in for the Burnley one. So I was like, oh, because in my opinion, when you go 5 at the back, your right wing back almost takes their left back, and then their left winger goes up against your right centre back. That tends to be what happens. So the Zabaleta's got a hell of a task out there. If Harvey Barnes, who is playing left wing for Leicester, decides to hug the touchline, there's a bit of an issue there. Zabaleta's either got to drop right back or Diop's got to come right out. And if Zabaleta decides he's going to drop right back, that means Chilwell's got the whole... Chilwell is left back. Chilwell's then got the whole pitch to run into, essentially. So I'm not keen on this formation whatsoever. Pablo Fornals is on the bench. I'm not keen on that either. I thought he was good against...
Who else is on the bench, please, mate?
Yeah, I thought... But the thing is, I thought Fornals was good against Everton, and Lanzini was a ghost, and Fornals got taken off, and Lanzini gets another start. How many chances we're going to give this guy? This is, I think Lanzini's a damn good player. Get why Moyes is insisting on keeping him in, because he knows what Lanzini can do. But you ain't doing it, and we're now in a relegation battle. It's trial and error. It's time to stop trial and error. It's time to do in-form players and stuff like that. And I just feel like we've got our best in-form player once again sat on the bench, and we had it at Sheffield United, and it was just frustrating. The bench for West Ham is, we've got David Martin. It's his birthday today. David Martin's birthday. He's on the bench. Balbuena, Winston Reid, Carlos Sanchez, Pablo Fornals, Mikel Antonio, and Albion Ayeti is on the bench. It's a strong bench, and Mikel Antonio back, Gonzo.
Yeah, that's very good news. Really good news. It'll be interesting to see how he deploys him, and he will deploy him. How he deploys him in this formation. But it'll be even more interesting to see when he deploys him. If we're down at half time, does he bring him on at half time? Does he dither, as you often suggest, and bring him on 70 minutes? It's going to be really, really interesting, Gio. Because the thing is with Mikel Antonio is a naturally fit guy. Now, that's not to be confused.
You can be fit and still injury prone. You can have high levels of fitness, but almost because of your high levels of fitness, break down quite a lot. And I've mentioned before, I don't think we'll ever see a full season out of Mikel Antonio without injury because of the way he is. That being said, I'm not sure you need to ease him back in and only give him 15 minutes. He's on the bench. I would like to think he's got a half in him, and if that's the case, I'd like to see that half. Particularly if we're doing too well at half time, But I mean, I've not seen the Leicester team either. There was rumours Ndidi was back, wasn't there? Has that happened?
No. The Leicester lineup is they're playing their standard formation, the 4-3-3 that they've been doing all season. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Pereira at the back with Evans, Soyuncu and Chilwell. He's come back in. Mendy is in the Ndidi role, and then we've got Maddison and Tielemans in centre midfield with Perez, Barnes, either side of Jamie Vardy. It's a very, very strong Leicester side we've got out there tonight. There's no rotation from Brendan Rodgers. Tielemans back in after being dropped as well. Ndidi is on the bench though.
Yeah, it's almost their strongest team apart from Ndidi, who obviously was in a situation that maybe Mikel Antonio was in. So, yeah, I mean that's serious. And they're going to want to get their challenge for second place Premier League finish back on track as well. They'll be taking this very, very seriously. I expect a lot of defending here. We're going. This is going to play out very similar to how Sheffield United did. We're going for the 0-0 draw. The decisive factor is going to be if they score. Then what are we going to do? Are we going to still continue to play for the 1-0 loss as we seem to do against Sheffield United up until quite near the end? Yeah, I mean it's not great, mate. It's not great. It really isn't. It's amazing how I look at that team, and this is why I think you'll find Lanzini's in. By the way, yes, David Moyes knows him. I think that plays a part. I also think he's the most mobile guy around there. Yeah, with the exception of Masuaku, you would say, who's going to be wide anyway. Rice, Fornals and Noble in the middle, they're slow players. Zabaleta, of course, slow player. Haller's not fast. I think that's why Lanzini has got in. I mean, you'd hardly say he's rapid, but he's significantly faster than Fornals, put it that way. So I think that's probably what's swung the balance there. My gripe isn't that. I would have played Lanzini there anyway. I think Fornals should have been part of the midfield three, if you like.
Yeah, I'm very wary. My confidence has gone down a little bit because we've seen two Zabaletas in the last two games. The one away to Sheffield United was bad, and the one at home to Everton was fantastic. The only difference was what role Zabaleta was given. I just feel like we've given him a job that he's not up to, and it's not his fault again. If I were Brendan Rodgers, I'd be very much say just get everything down our left hand side, just keep going at Zabaleta. You just tire them out. What they're going to do? Look at their bench. They've got no one to bring on. They have to bring on Antonio at right wing back. Sorted. It means he's not going up front. So let's get Zabaleta. Let's just constantly go at him. My optimism is decreased quite a bit since seeing the lineups. Actually, I'm a bit scared, to be honest with you. It's a bit, like you said, the midfield three is quite slow, and then they're going to have Maddison and Tielemans running from deep positions, and we've got Noble and Snodgrass chasing them. We do have Rice in there, but at least Noble or Snodgrass, one of them's going to have to do the running. I don't think we're going to have many shots on target this game. I don't think Schmeichel's going to have a very busy game. We need to have this high press. I don't know. The formations made me really nervous. You said 0-0 in the match preview. May I get your score prediction, please?
Well, I'll keep one of the nils. That's for sure. Because just think, you're going to see Sebastian Haller completely isolated up top again, just pure on his own up there. Leicester are going to score against us. I think that's clear. I'm not sure how they can't really. I think Leicester might win this 2-0 or something actually.
I said 1-1 in the preview. I'm going to change to 2-0 Leicester as well. Since seeing those lineups, my optimism is just pretty much it's not non-existent, but there's not very much of it. I'm just disappointed not to see Pablo Fornals start again. I thought he learnt his lesson at Sheffield United when our ball retention in the final third was pretty poor, but our ball retention in the first half against Everton was really good in the final third. And who was on the pitch that wasn't on the pitch against Sheffield United? Pablo Fornals. What did we not do very much in the second half against Everton? Attack. Who did you take off the pitch? Pablo Fornals. There's a common denominator here, and he sat on the bench for tonight. When we're going to bring him on with 10 minutes to go, when we're a goal down, maybe 2 goals down, it's just frustrating. Anyway, hopefully we get the tartan pep tonight and we come away with a point, because a point's massive. We really need just a point here and there. until we play Brighton. Then that's when we need. This is the big one. Lastly, we'll have our review live straight after full time. We know there's been a few issues with the audio tonight. That is my fault. My laptop needs an update, so I couldn't use my headphones, so we had to go through a different way. So it's not perfect, but I'm waiting to update my laptop now. So for the review, hopefully it'll be as normal. Anyway, Gonzo's gone for 2-0 Leicester. I've gone for 2-0 Leicester. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll see you at full time. Hopefully celebrating at least a point for West Ham.